Hi guys, just thought I'd do time to do another Mortal Kombat review. This time I'm going to tackle all the Game Boy Mortal Kombats. So this is my original Game Boy here from whenever it was, 92 maybe. Yeah, the thing got so much wear that the pad's all hard now from playing games like Double Dragon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan, Super Mario Land 2, which is in there at the moment. But yeah, getting back to Mortal Kombat. For the purpose of this review, to get it up on the screen here, I'm using a Nintendo GameCube with the Game Boy player, so I can get that up on there on the screen and show you guys. The first thing I'll talk about is the Game Boy version of Mortal Kombat had something very interesting in it. It had the ability to play as Goro, believe it or not. Out of all the versions of Mortal Kombat to come along, at the time this was the only one where you could play as Goro, because Trilogy wasn't out yet. So, and I think on SNES there was an action replay code to be Goro, but it was really buggy. But this was actually put into the game as a legitimate code. So I'm going to show you guys that now. I've set up this controller with select here, and I'm hoping I've done it right, because if I haven't, then the code's not going to work. So I'm going to give that a shot now. I've just got to beat Shang Tsung. Okay, so I've just beaten the game, obviously. Now holding diagonal up left, A and select, while the credits roll apparently, well, does unlock Goro. So just got to wait for the credits to roll here. The end. Alright, it's when you see the end. So I'm holding up left select and A. Just keep those buttons depressed. And the score's coming up. I hope I did it right. If I didn't, fuck. I don't think I did it right. There we go. No, I did. Press start, and it says Goro lives as you. And there you have it. I'm now Goro. And one of the funniest things about playing as Goro on the Game Boy version is that characters all take on new weird names. Like Sub-Zero becomes Gary, and Sonya becomes Fergus, and Kano becomes Bob. So I'll show you a bit of Goro now. It's been so long since I've done this code. I don't remember if there's a fireball move. I think there might be. There's a punch there, obviously. Yeah, Goro's jumping around like an idiot. Die, Gary, die! I did a special move then. There we go. There goes my fist. But that's right. I think if you just jump on them, he does the stomp. Let's try that. Oh, I can't. Alright. Oh, let's try it now. No? Yeah, we have to do is jump on them, and he jumps on them a few times. Come on, Gary! Oh, Goro takes an uppercut. Oh, there we go. In with the punch at the end there. Goro wins! It's pretty funny. I'm going to reset and talk about the normal game now. Basically, the thing I love most about this version is the music. The music's really good. A lot like what I said with the SNES. Oops, just got to do something there. Which one was it? That one I'll do. Yeah, like I said with the Super Nintendo version, it had really good music. This had really catchy music. And it had a few unique things like the Goro cheat, and but when you look at everything else that's with the game, I mean, the sound effects were good, and the game itself was designed well, but the main problem is with the controls. The controls are horrible. To do moves, it's really unresponsive and slow, so you'll press forward, and then, you know, about half a second later, your character might go and actually move. So, for instance, if I want to do Scorpion's Harpoon, it's back forward punch. So, if I press back forward punch, it won't work. It only works if the character moves in time with the motion you're pressing. So when I press back, Scorpion has to move back, and then when I press forward, he has to move forward, and then I press punch. Then the move will activate. So it has to be like back, forward, punch. Get over here, you know. Obviously, this version of Mortal Kombat being on Nintendo had no blood as well. Like the SNES version. It didn't really matter with the Game Boy version though. You'd sort of expect something different because it's, you know, it's Game Boy. Johnny Cage didn't make the roster, as you can see here from the screen. Select screen. I'm hoping you can see it. Yeah, Johnny Cage was cut. And I believe that if you play the Sega version, just to keep a bit of balance, on the Master System version of Mortal Kombat, Kano's not in it, but Johnny Cage is. So if you have both versions, if you want the, you know, 8-bit versions, you know, sorry, I said Master System, I meant to say, is it Game Gear? Now I'm confused. Oh, there's so many Mortal Kombats. Let me think for a second. No, it's Game Gear, I'm pretty sure. It might be Game Gear and Master System. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Game Gear. It's either one of them has Johnny Cage, but not Kano. Alright, so I'm going to pick Scorpion, and I'll give you an example of some stuff here. Alright, so I'll show you this back forward thing. Hang on, let me just get something out of my face. Come on, get lost. Alright, back, forward, B. Ah, it's back. I'm thinking I was Sub-Zero before. There we go. Right here. Okay, I'm on track now. That was messing with my mind, you know, that's why I was so quiet. My word's not working! What the hell? But, yeah, this version really does pretty much suck. Whoops, I was going to show you Fatality. I'll try to do it on the next fight. But, yeah, the moves are all changed around, so... Well, Scorpion's is back, yeah, that's right. I mean, Sub-Zero's is back, forward, A to do the freeze instead of down, forward or something, you know. The backgrounds, the graphics are actually really good. But I mean, you get over that quickly. You know, it's all about the gameplay. And the gameplay's reasonable, but it really is frustrating when you do like an uppercut, you know, and your character just doesn't move. Get over here! Right. Scorpion wins. It's got the scoring system, which is all intact. Get over here! Excellent! That's one thing that's fun about the Game Boy version is you can do your own samples while you're playing the game. Come on, Sonya. Take my roundhouse. Oh, she's being a bitch now. I'll trip her again. I'll see if I can show you this Fatality. Forward, and both buttons. I was doing it every time before I start the review. Then when you're doing it live, it just doesn't want to work. But basically, to do his Fatality, a lot of people had trouble. You had to press forward, and B and A at the same time. And when you stop the forward, you had to end up at the correct distance for the Fatality before you hit the two buttons. And the correct distance for Scorpion's Fatality, a lot of people have trouble with this, or they used to, is a diagonal line from Scorpion's head to the opponent's feet. That's how you measure the distance of Scorpion's mask Fatality. It's a perfect diagonal line from his head to their feet. So you end up there, you hit both buttons, and he'll do the Cook Fatality. Kano's Fatality was he sort of slid across the screen and then sort of just roundhoused him. Sonya had the Kiss of Death. Raiden sort of teleported and appeared in into electricity and sort of just zapped him. Liu Kang's was normal, just a spinning uppercut. Sub-Zero slid across the screen and punched him. Sort of thing. Is that everyone? Scorpions? I think it's alright. Yeah, so all up, I'd give this version. It's hard to say. It had good music and good gameplay, but very glitchy, you know. Probably a 5.5 out of 10. it's funny because some of the stuff in this version, even though the gameplay has a slow reaction time, was actually done better than the Super Nintendo version. That's no joke. Like, Scorpion will throw the harpoon, like I remember before, Scorpion threw the harpoon and Raiden did the teleport at the same time, and both things went on at the same time. But on SNES, it was whoever did the move first, so Scorpion did the harpoon, whatever they were starting would stop, and then, you know, the SNES version was very buggy. But yeah, 5.5 out of 10 for Mortal Kombat 1, and we'll check out MK2 next time.